this is so exciting. Well, the last time we did a cook-along, it was for my cookbook launch. And so many of you reached out wanting to do another one. So today's the day. 9 viewers from across the country are cooking along with me. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful they look. It's like the Brady Bunch or Hollywood Squares, but a little bit different. Oh my gosh. So today I am gonna help everybody absolutely crush every single one of your holiday parties with the ultimate appetizer. We are making a fried brie with some cranberry jam and some delicious candied spiced nuts. Super tasty, and obviously we're frying cheese because that's how you win Christmas parties, am I right? All right, now before we get started, we've got a question from Bonnie in PEI. Hello, Bonnie.
Hi, Mary. So great to see you.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you. I love this light up Christmas necklace.
Just for you, just for you.
Thank you so much. So Bonnie, what's your question for me?
So we have a new family member, my daughter's fiance, and he has a nut allergy. So what did you suggest that we use instead?
That's a tricky one. My best friend has a nut allergy, Bonnie, but he can eat any nut that doesn't have the word nut in it, weirdly. So he can't do peanuts, but he can do cashews, which honestly, cashews are always a good thing. I really like subbing nuts out for pumpkin seeds are really, really good. They give a good amount of crunch.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, congrats to him on joining such a good family. Am I right?
We have to keep him healthy because we really love him.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Bonnie. I feel like this is going to be great. Okay, is everybody ready to get going? You look great. I am so excited about this. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to work on is that mixed nut mixture because I want to roast these up so it takes a little bit of time. Not too long, but a little bit more than anything else. So I've got a bowl here, and into that bowl I want to add in ½ a cup of powdered sugar. I feel like powdered sugar is that sugar that you buy like once a year and it's the holiday time. Unless you're a cake maker, then you got it all the time. But this is one of those things, you always see it at the end cap at your grocery store because they know what you're up to. You're baking. So into that sugar, I'm gonna season that up with some spices. The first thing I'm gonna use is a teaspoon of some curry powder. I love the flavor of curry powder. This is just like a medium curry powder that you get at the grocery store. I personally typically buy just like the store brand. It's usually really nice and cheap. It's got a ton of different spices in it, and it's not too hot. So it's just gonna bring a bit of warmth into this mixture. Now, for a little bit more Christmassy vibe, I wanna add in a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. That's gonna bring, again, a bit of warmth, but if you wanted to, you could go a little bit more sweet with these. Do a bit more cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg. We all know how much I love my nutmeg. Does anyone else have a pocket nutmeg? No? Maybe? They will. They will, let me tell you. Yeah. All right, that is looking beautiful. So we've got some spices in there. And again, you can mix this up however you want. But to make this even more Christmassy, I'm also gonna add in a little bit of rosemary. So I have got some rosemary here, just some sprigs, and you want about 2 teaspoons. If you had sage, that would also work beautifully. Thyme would be great as well. But essentially to get the leaves off of any sort of woody herb, I kind of like to grab the end and then just pull off. Any sort of stem, that's too woody. We don't want to eat that. That's going to be like tough. So just get rid of that. That top bit though, it's going to be nice and tender. So I'm just going to chop up that rosemary. If you like bigger chunks, feel free to chop it up however you want. But I'm a fine chunk rosemary person. Oh, guys, knife skills, whisk skills. Everyone's crushing it. Oh my gosh, we have 2 light necklaces. Excellent. Everybody's nailing it today. Should have brought my light necklace. Next cook along, I'll wear my lights around my neck and we'll be good to go. All right, so that is looking good. I'm gonna add that rosemary on into my bowl along with that sugar and everything and give that a little bit of a whisk up. So that is looking beautiful, but now I wanna make this into something that's gonna stick onto some nuts. So I'm gonna add in just about 4 teaspoons of water. That doesn't sound like a lot of water, but that is gonna make this into kind of like a syrupy consistency. Icing sugar is strange. It really likes to dissolve in not a lot of liquid. If you've ever made a bundt cake and made a glaze for it, you know what I'm talking about. This though doesn't look cute. You wouldn't put this on a cake because it is brown. But it smells absolutely amazing. Now into there, I'm gonna throw in some nuts. I've got some nice salted ones. I'm doing a mixture of some almonds. I want about 2 cups of these total. So just in some salted almonds. I haven't seasoned this mixture, so the salt on those nuts will get that nice and seasoned. I'm also gonna throw in some cashews. As you can see, I am doing all the nuts without the name nut in them because then I can share them with my bud Kyle. Always good. And then also some pistachios. To be honest, he might just be lying and he just wants all the fancy nuts. But I'm buying it. I'm into it. All right, give that a little bit of a mix up, and you just want to stir it until that beautiful kind of syrupy mixture coats all those little babies. So that's looking beautiful. Now I'm just gonna transfer that on to a sheet pan lined with a little bit of parchment paper and spread that out into a nice even layer. Get all of that syrupy mixture out too. Spread that out. And then these babies need to go into my 350-degree oven for about 12 to 14 minutes or until they are nice and golden and they're not really tacky anymore. That's doing its thing. It's gonna be delicious. It's about to smell amazing in here. But while those do their thing, I'm gonna make a really quick cranberry jam. If you've made cranberry sauce before, you've made cranberry jam before, so you're good to go. So here I've got about a cup of fresh cranberries. You could also use frozen if you've thawed them. Add that on into a pot, and I've got mine over about medium heat. I'm also tossing in a sprig of rosemary, just the whole sprig that's gonna infuse that whole jam with that nice flavor. Now to sweeten that up, because cranberries are very tart, I'm gonna add in 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar for that nice molassesy flavor that I absolutely love, especially this time of year. And then about 1/4 cup of water. That's gonna help everything break down. That was a thrill. Gotta love that sound. And then I'm also gonna cut through that with a little extra sweetness and some kind of grown-up acidity with about 2 teaspoons, or tablespoons rather, of some balsamic vinegar. You can leave this out if you want. You can also throw in some red wine. Wouldn't be mad at that. Give that a stir, bring that up to a simmer, and cook that for about 10 to 15 minutes or until jammy. Everybody everyone is cooking away. Y'all are nailing it. Oh my gosh, I love this measuring of balsamic. We are crushing it, everybody. 9 viewers from across the country are cooking along with me today. Everybody's looking great. You're all waving. Oh my gosh, you look beautiful. Oh, this is so exciting. It's always so fun. It's like my Hollywood squares of people cooking along with me from across the country. So we've got those nuts. They smell absolutely amazing. They've been roasting up for about 12 to 14 minutes, and you can see that caramel is a little bit crispy now. So it's looking beautiful. If they are still a little bit sticky, just pop them back in the oven for a minute or two. They will crisp up. So I'm gonna let those sit and hang out and cool down because those are smoking hot right now. And this jam has cooked down beautifully. I've just every once in a while kind of pressed it against the side of my pot. So now I'm gonna get rid of that little sprig of rosemary because this baby, he's done his job. He looks sad. He's gonna retire. He deserves his time off. So I'm gonna put him aside. And then I'm just gonna take this off the heat because I want that to cool down just a bit. To be honest, hot, totally great, but a little bit room temp or cool with this hot little cheese, what a dream. But while those get started, we've got a little bit of a question from somebody. So where is Clement from Port Moody, BC? Hey, Clement.
Over here, hey. Nice to meet you, Mary.
It's so nice to meet you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so spoiler alert, Clement posted this beautiful art he did, this digital art. This is a picture of me that he drew. Isn't that beautiful? Like, out of control. Clement, what's your question?
Well, you inspired me to take my cooking and baking to the next level. So I want to know what cookbooks and TV shows of cooking inspired you to take your cooking and baking to the next level?
Oh, Clement, that's a good question. Honestly, I've always loved Ina Garten. Everything she does is so, so great. She seems to have such a good time while she's doing it. Alton Brown as well. Alton Brown, he's so sciencey. Yeah, it's so good. And then my mom, weirdly, doesn't cook, but her stepdad always bought her Southern Living cookbooks. So I have like 80 of them. And I just would come, I'd come home from school like a classic teenager, and I just flip through cookbooks. Very cool. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Awesome. Thanks so much, Clement.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Awesome. All right. That was so great. Now I'm going to get to work on that fried cheese that I promised you. So the first thing I need to do is make a little bit of a dredge situation. So I need 1 egg, and I'm just going to beat that together in a shallow dish. Now, if you're someone like me who at home has what I call plate bowls, you know, like a pasta bowl that you end up eating everything out of because everybody just wants a plate that has a little bit of a rim to shove your food against so you can shovel it into your mouth easier. At least that's how it is in my house. And again, I like to pretend that I eat at a dining room table every night. It's on the couch. And the plate bowl helps, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I've just beaten up that egg, and that's gonna help things stick onto my cheese. So for the actual crunchiness, I need about half a cup of some panko breadcrumbs. Now, I used to not love panko. It doesn't have a ton of flavor, but it does have a ton of crunch. And when it goes golden brown, it really brings that kind of fried deliciousness onto whatever it touches. I'm gonna season that up with a little bit of salt and pepper, just to give it a bit, because again, it's not super duper flavorful. If you wanted to here, you could also throw in some spices. If you had some dry herbs, that would be delicious. Even some chopped up rosemary would be nice. Give that a little bit of a mix up. And then here, I have a wheel of Brie. I'm using about a 300-gram wheel of Brie here, but if you wanted to, you could do one of those like giant big box store style, huge giant Brie. No one's gonna be mad at you for that. But this is like a good like Mary Berg size piece of cheese. So I just wanna coat that in this crunchiness. So I'm gonna use this egg wash and just pop it in just the flat sides. And since that Brie has that kind of like bloom on the outside, it's a little dry, so I don't need to use flour. So just get that nice and coated, and then pop that into that panko mixture. Press it really good so as much sticks on as possible. Flip it over. That little bit of crisp on the outside is gonna be a total dream. I'm now just gonna pop this onto a plate, and that needs to go into my freezer for about 10 minutes just to firm up. Because if you've ever heated up Brie before, she gets soupy quick. So we wanna firm it up a little bit, and when we come back, we're gonna see that beautiful reveal. We're gonna do this delicious cheese. It's gonna be a great show. We're only halfway done. This Brie here. We are making a delicious fried Brie today, and I've got this Brie out of the freezer. It's been in there for about 10 minutes, and it's just firmed up a little bit. So now I wanna fry this baby. And we're gonna pan fry this. So I've got a pan here over about medium heat, and I've got some olive oil in it. Any sort of oil will do. I like olive oil, gives a little bit of extra flavor, but a neutral oil would also work perfectly. So essentially, if you've ever heated Brie before, it happens lickety-split. It turns into gooey deliciousness. So all I'm looking for here is golden brown. So I'm gonna pop this baby right on into that beautiful hot oil. Immediately, you hear that little bit of a sizzle happening, getting a little sizzly around. And I want that to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. But to be honest, if your stove is nice and hot, it can happen even quicker. As soon as it's a little squishy and golden brown, you are good to go. Now, while that Brie gets to frying, let's check in with those cook-along friends. What's everybody up to? Oh, wait. This is my best friend, Marissa. Oh, wait, it's everybody. Just kidding. Everybody's doing great. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so we have a question from Marissa in Calgary, Alberta. And fun fact, that's my best friend. She lives in Calgary, right there.
Hello. I missed you, so I just had to join.
I missed you too. Okay, so Marissa, what's your question for me?
So in the rare event, and I mean, you know me, cheese is my favorite,
Yeah.
but how can I repurpose any leftovers that happen to not make it in my stomach?
I know, I was gonna say, I'm like, Marissa, I know you, you're lying. You're trying to be polite for TV.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat this whole wheel to yourself. Yeah.
I'm definitely eating the whole wheel right after this.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So what I would do, if you did happen to have some of that leftover cheese, you could make it into my any cheese dip that we made a couple weeks ago on this show. Just blitz it up with a little bit of cream cheese, pop it in the oven, absolutely delish. The jam, pop it on your Christmas table. Use that in place of cranberry sauce, beautiful. And those nuts, you're not gonna have any leftovers. Don't even worry about those.
No.
You're for sure gonna eat those. Also those on a salad, absolutely delish.
Delicious,
Amazing.
Thank you.
No worries.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too. Also, I'll talk to you later. But we also have We also have another question from Brian from Burlington, Ontario. Brian, my
Mary,
man.
Mary, how are you doing?
How are you? I'm great, Brian.
Hey, so we are 5 sleeps till Santa comes.
Yes.
I'm super excited. I'm sure you are too.
100%.
I was wondering, at this time of the year, we watch the good stuff and we watch a ton of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Is there any character from a classic Christmas movie that you identify with?
Ooh, this is a good one, Brian. Honestly, I'm gonna go for a deep cut. It's Yukon Cornelius.
Hey!
Yeah.
Gold!
Yeah. I like the pickaxe. I like his fervor for gold. I think he's funny. Our hair matches.
You do that for cheese.
Yeah,
cheese,
and exactly.
Brie
It's like I'm looking for cheese. Brian,
Yes.
amazing question. Fantastic. Thank so much.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mary.
this cheese is smelling a golden brown, so I'm gonna take a gander at it. I'm gonna flip this baby over. I can tell from the sides it's nice and look at that cheese. All right, that's just gonna fry for a little bit on the second side while that does its thing. I'm gonna go and plate the rest of this. So remember that cranberry jam we've got? I'm just gonna pop that into a little dish. It is thick, it is delicious, that little bit of balsamic in there. If you wanted to give it a bit of heat, pop some pepper in there, that would be amazing. You smell that rosemary, like total dream right there. Then we've also got those amazing nuts. They've cooled now, and they're kind of stuck together. So essentially what you wanna do is just bust these up. Just break them up until they're nice and kind of like chunky. Basically, this is like you've made the easiest, most delicious, weird, savory candy. And again, I'm not mad about that. So just pop that into a bowl to serve alongside of that cheese. You can even pop this on top of that cheese. Just pop those in. That cheese is oh, yeah, I think we might have a rupture. Don't worry. If it ruptures, that just means more melty, delicious cheese for you. We've got a little over here. Okay, so I'm gonna plate this baby up. Let's bring this on over. If you wanted to, you could use a lifter, and I probably should, but we're gonna go for it. And just pop that onto a platter with some crackers and crostini. Absolutely out of control. We got that jam, we got those nuts. How did everybody do? Oh, we're all plating those, we're crunching up nuts. Marissa nailed it. Oh my gosh, Brian crushed it. Everybody's looking great. Everyone is looking absolutely beautiful. Marissa's hamming it up for the camera for sure. Oh my gosh, this is so, so great. Great job, everybody. I am so, oh, who could that be? Come on in. Oh, it's my friend's back. What are you doing? I thought you guys left.
We are back.
I thought you left. What are you doing here?
We did, but we had a couple of gifts, forgot them in the car, though, so we thought we gotta come back.
Okay, cool. Well, you brought me a gift. That's nice.
Well, we didn't just bring you a gift, we actually brought everybody a gift!
All right. Okay, Owen, what did you bring us?
We have got, for everybody,
Yes.
the Ninja Blast portable blender.
Portable blender. Amazing. Owen, tell me a little bit about this, baby.
This is a battery-operated blender, so maybe if you're at the gym, you gotta mix up your protein at the end.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking, maybe you're at the beach, margaritas,
Oh,
crushed ice,
that's my cup of tea. Oh my gosh.
portable, rechargeable, and from Ninja, great quality, and it works well.
Fantastic.
love it.
And Sebastian,
Okay.
you brought something.
Over here in this giant hippopotamus-sized stocking, I have a $50 gift card to St.
right
Lawrence
on.
Market. St. Lawrence Market is a great place. You can go there and get all your high-quality ingredients for all of the delicious recipes you've learned from Mary. Or you can just walk around with your family and eat some of their prepared foods that are there because they are mwah.
So good. I just got my holiday turkey from the St. Lawrence Market, so we are good to go. Well, gentlemen, this was amazing. If you'd like a chance to win these great prizes, just go to thegoodstuff.ca and enter our online contest. And be sure to follow us on our social media platforms for bonus entries. Thank you both so, so much. Would you
You're
like some
welcome.
cheese?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna dig in. That's our show for today. Thank you so, so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more of the good stuff. Let's get into it. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.